Good morning, welcome to Thursday morning meditation. This morning's meditation we will be doing our inner land. And our inner land is a space that we create, that we can allow ourselves to create healthy, strong boundaries. So we don't often do meditations like this. In the meditation group that I used to do, we would sit in circle and discuss things that had happened with everybody that week, or any theme that's going on with a lot of people. And boundaries was one that used to come up quite a lot. So it's something that I feel is worth us meditating on and taking that time to think about where our boundaries are. Do we have healthy boundaries with our environment and the people around us? Do we have healthy boundaries within ourselves? So this meditation is a visualisation where we're going to explore that, and hopefully it will help you to understand where perhaps you need to create more healthy boundaries, or maybe recognise how healthy your boundaries already are. So what are boundaries? When I say boundaries, I don't mean that we're going to place barriers around ourselves to prevent people from coming in. But boundaries are necessary for our self-care, and I feel at the moment it's very important for us to make sure that we are doing our utmost to self-care, to nurture ourselves, to look after ourselves. Boundaries, if you find yourself not really able to say no, so I'm like this a lot. I find it very difficult to say no to people. And sometimes if we don't say no to anybody, we are putting our needs last and putting somebody else's needs first. And we can create a little bit of a martyr archetype, which is basically being there for everybody else, doing everything for everybody else, putting our needs last, and then we beat ourselves up for that, or we resent the people that are around us. And it just creates an energy and an environment that perhaps doesn't feel very powerful for yourself. And what we're striving to achieve here is to create our own personal power, not to have power over anybody, and definitely not to be under anybody with that power, but to just move through our life feeling empowered within ourselves. If we are empowered, it allows us to make healthy choices and to take responsibility for ourselves. So this meditation is a visualisation that can allow you to have permission to say no when you need to. Okay, so it's an exercise after this visualisation that you could go out into your day and put it to practice and see how it feels, and see how that is mirrored back to you with the people around you that you are setting those boundaries with. Okay, it can be quite interesting. So this is about self-care. This is a level of self-care. So we will get into it now. So I want you to just take a few deep breaths. So inhaling through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Just again, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And just continue to breathe in that way. And with each exhale, just really letting go of your day. Feel that release coming down from your shoulders. Perhaps feel the release in your jaw. Deepen the breath and exhale. And on your next inhale, see if you can reach that breath beyond the chest, into the abdomen, and perhaps even down deep into the belly as much as you can. And exhale. You might even want to let a little bit of a sigh out with that. Just allow that breath to come out. Be aware of your energy centres as well. Is there any vibration, anything going on there that you're releasing as you breathe? So just continue to do that for a few more moments, feeling that relaxation running through your body. And wherever you are sat, if you're sat on the ground, just begin to feel yourself deepening into the earth. So imagine a spiral of red coming out through the base of your spine, spiraling down into the earth's core. And just feel that locking in as deep as you can into the earth's core. So this is allowing us to feel that connection with the earth, to be grounded. And then feel the earth's energy spiraling back along that, all through your spine. Spiraling up through your energy centre, still continuing with the breath as much as you can. And as it reaches up to your crown, just feel it spiralling up now, more like a white light or a violet light, reaching up as high as you can imagine. Just reaching up high into the sky. And up there, it's just going to connect you with your higher self now, so with that higher consciousness. And allow the energy from your higher consciousness now to spiral back down through your body. So you've got that constant spiral from below and from above, meeting in the centre. Okay? So just take a few moments to breathe into that. Just being aware of that. And as this is a meditation to do with boundaries, I'm going to ask you now to close your eyes and just start to imagine a beautiful light surrounding you. It can be any colour you wish, but see it as though it's spiralling from the floor and it's spiralling up and around you until it reaches over the top of you. So it's creating sort of a dome shape over the top of you. Any colour you wish. And the more it spirals, it begins to blur into a dome shape that surrounds you. Now this is a form of protection, and what it allows is for you to feel safe in this space where you are whilst you do this meditation. So just feel that protection around you. And if you are used to working with guides, you can ask any spirit guides or perhaps power animals to join you within that dome of light. Or perhaps even ask for them to place their own protection around you. Remember, you only invite things that you trust into that space. Now keeping your eyes closed. When you feel ready, see if you can imagine a beautiful green meadow. Try to see this meadow. You can probably smell that sweet smell. It's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. And you feel at home here in this beautiful green meadow. There may be wildflowers surrounding you. The sun is shining. It feels like there's a golden light in the sky. And in the middle of this meadow, there is a house. I want you to take a look at this house. How does it look to you? Does it look like a house that's completed? Or does it look like a house that needs more work doing to it? Does it look new, or does it look old? Does it look inviting, or does it not? This house represents you. And this house you built with your own hands. You built this yourself, and it represents yourself. So when I asked you, how does it look? Does it look finished off? Or does it look like it needs more work doing to it? Try to understand now those areas of yourself. As you view this house, you are viewing yourself. How does it look to you? How does it feel to you? Are you comfortable with it or not? So the house represents yourself, and the meadow represents your world. And within that world, it also represents your relationships, your friendships. It represents everybody that is in your world, that is around you. And by your house, you will notice that there is a bag of seeds. Now, it's a mixed bag of seeds, but all of these seeds contain blackthorns, holly, hawthorns, all types of shrubs, trees, bushes that are protective and that can create boundaries for you. So in a moment, we're going to take these seeds and we're going to sprinkle them around your home, just in a circle around your space. We're going to create some boundaries now. Boundaries that will help you to protect your physical and emotional space. Remember, this is not selfish. This is important and very necessary for your own self-care. So when you're ready, take the bag of seeds and begin to walk around the meadow, circling your home, sprinkling these seeds into the ground. You will know instinctively where to put these seeds. The soil is ready and waiting. And with each sprinkle of the seeds, I want you to think about your friendships and your relationships. Think about the people who are in your life currently that you feel you do need to create healthy boundaries with. It may be difficult and it may take you some time, but each handful of seeds that you place on the ground, try to think about those people. If you find that a particular person keeps coming to mind, you may want to place a few more seeds down around that one. And right now, this is just creating boundaries. Try not to focus on what you could have done differently or if a situation could have been different. Right now, this is just about your self-care, about your protection. We're now going to place the seed bag back down onto the ground. And now very close to you, there is a watering can. And this watering can is full of very special water. I want you to pick up the watering can and stand in the centre of where you've sprinkled your seeds. Now, before we sprinkle the water onto your seeds, I want you to hold the watering can up above your head and pour it down over yourself. The water isn't cold, it's fairly warm, and it feels really, really good. Now from the crown of your head, spilling down your shoulders, down your spine, down the front and the back of your body, feel the water spilling down your legs and onto your feet. Allow this water to cleanse you. Allow right now any thoughts of where you are upset with yourself for not creating healthy boundaries. Let all of that go with this water. All the thoughts, memories, times that you felt taken advantage of or intruded upon, all the times that you feel you've allowed that to happen, let it wash away. Allow blame, shame, guilt, all of that, let it wash away with this water. Allow yourself to feel cleansed, to feel rejuvenated, to feel ready for this next part. When you're ready, take a hold of this watering can, which is still surprisingly full of water. It's a magic watering can. And now you are going to sprinkle it onto these seeds. So again, as you go around sprinkling the water on these seeds, thoughts may pop into your head about these people, situations, things that have happened perhaps recently or in the past. Just let the water wash over them. Just let it all wash away. We don't want to attach to these or to hold on to them. We just want to create healthy boundaries. So sprinkle that water as you move around this circle. And you may start to feel a weightlessness. You may start to feel lighter for letting go of all of this. And by creating healthy boundaries for ourselves, we are also helping our loved ones, helping them to understand us. We're allowing them to make better choices too. And with each sprinkle of water, you're getting closer and closer to empowering yourself. Every time you let go, you are increasing your own self-esteem and creating greater self-respect. And when you are finished, you can place the watering can down. And now, just sit and watch. I want you to take a moment now to visualize a person who you feel you need to create healthy boundaries with. One of the main areas of your life where you feel boundaries need to be created. And I want you to just take a moment now to actually visualize yourself creating that boundary. And every time you do this, you notice that these bushes, these trees are growing. They are growing and they are strong. I'm going to leave you just for a moment to have a little think about that, about a person or a situation or an environment where you feel you need to create strong and healthy boundaries. Now visualise that happening. It might be yourself saying no. Try to really see yourself creating that strong, healthy boundary. There may be several situations that pop into your mind that you want to go through. And remember, each one is allowing those trees to grow, allowing you to create those strong, healthy boundaries. And it feels really good. It's extremely empowering. And it is not selfish, it is necessary for your own self-care. I'm going to bring you back into this space now. But know that you can come back to your house that you built for yourself. You can come back to this space where your boundaries are. You can check on your boundaries, nurture them. Just know that you can always come back to this space whenever you feel you need to and want to. Just take a few deep breaths now and begin to move and stretch yourself. And when you feel ready, just begin to open your eyes. Well done. So this meditation, for Thursday meditation mornings, I just do a short one. But if you would like to do an extended version of these meditations, I happily do one-to-one sessions, or even group sessions. If you have a group of friends that you want to bring together, we can do it through Zoom or in person. I'm doing a few outside sessions lately, which is quite nice when it's not raining. So do let me know if you found that useful and if you would like to do more work on these types of meditations. I have so many that we can do, and if you get in touch, we can actually tailor them to your needs and help you to help yourself. So I will leave you with that. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I will see you again next week. Blessed be.